to Meatless Monday for our Lunch and Learn, and it is the conclusion of our Eat Local and Fresh, I guess we'll call it an initiative today. So we had this as the final wellness initiative for June of 2019, and the Environmental Awareness Committee paired with the HR team to bring all this to you. So the pop-up market was the start of that. So the idea is to eat fresh and local. The closer your food is to home, the less you do in carbon emissions. So we were going from both sides, plus eating fresh and local is good for your health. So that was the pairing. The second thing was the Taste of North Carolina, which we must thank Chef Wendy for that, because she put all of that together, and it was lovely. Thank you so much. And hopefully, I have not had an opportunity to try it, but hopefully I'll find some new favorites. And then she is going to be our first speaker today.
You're back there?
Or leave them,
Well, I'm just excited to be here today because I just love my work every month with the magazine and doing the recipes. I've been doing, going into year 3 now. And there's nothing I like better than to get in my kitchen and play. That's just my happy place. And so I hope y'all like my recipes and just know how much I enjoy this opportunity with Carolina Country every month. And also some writing, if you haven't seen it yet, you probably have, the June issue about Bugtown watermelon. So I enjoy getting out and about and having opportunities to write and sharing news about different things around our state and vicinity too. I just want to kind of talk about how you can support eating local and just little things you can do, and I'm sure a lot of you already do this, but it's just kind of some reminders. But as a social media manager too, that's another hat that I wear. I have some small farm clients and North Carolina food clients, and one of the biggest thing you can do is follow their social media and comment, hit the like button. It keeps them in your feed, number one, but even though some of them, not all, but some have somebody like me behind the scenes working those pages, they look at them, and it's encouraging to them to know that people are out there and they're reading the updates and the farm updates, and subscribe, go to their website, subscribe to their newsletter if they have one, and usually they're very brief. One that I do is Creekside Farm, and you got to taste some of their blueberry products outside, but right now is their U-pick season. But in the 4+ years I've been with her, I have watched and hopefully helped with my social media marketing her grow from a small berry farm to one high tunnel. She now has 2. She produces year round, and she does 3 markets. This year she added Wake Med on Tuesdays and the downtown Moore Square Wednesday. She's done for a couple of years, and then she Clayton every Saturday. But during the blueberry season, you can go to her farm, and she's grown into vegetables and eggs and honey, and so support those people on social media, number one. And let them know how you learned about their product, whether somebody shared it with you, one of their other customers. They need that feedback, and it's just the thing that keeps their blood pumping, to know that people are out here and supporting them. And take time each week when you get that newsletter to see what a market or farm near you has in season, and shop this season. And start there with your weekly grocery shopping list before you look at your grocery store sale papers. Then go there to fill in what you can't pick up at your farmer's market. It might take you 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, a little bit out of the way, to go do that. But when you're there, get to know who's producing your food. These people love to talk about what they grow and how they grow it and how to use it, and they're just passionate about it. And you just meet some really cool people that are out there while we're sitting in here in the air conditioning, sweating in the dirt, and making good food for us and growing good food for us. So just, your support and buying their product is the big pat on the back for them. And it also keeps the money in our local economy, which is so important in the rural communities of the co-ops especially. Just the small economies need every dollar they can get and keep there, instead of the big conglomerates. And You know, a broken tractor part or a broken bone can have a huge impact on a small farmer. So the more we can do to show them our support by buying their products, it might cost a few pennies or a few dollars more, but it's coming right back to us in multiple ways in our own community. So just remember that. If they have a CSA, which is a community supported agriculture, if you don't know, and you can buy a share for the season, and it's so fun because every week you don't know what's going to be in the box. There might be eggs and a funky vegetable you've never seen. And this past year she started growing a lot of kohlrabi and got a lot of fans, and people went, what the heck is that? So I try to put recipe and use ideas in her newsletter so people will buy it and know what to do with it. But I have a Facebook page, is Wendy's Home Economics. So if you ever have a question about how to use something funky like that, or anything for that matter, come on there and throw me a question or email me. My cards are out on the table, and I'm happy to answer any of those questions, because that's what I do as a home economist. I love to help people learn new things and how to use new things. And that too, pick up something when you go to the market that you've never cooked before. It's like going in that Asian grocery store and Carrie's in there. And every time I make myself buy 2 or 3 things, I have nary a clue. And sometimes I'll Google it in the store, but sometimes I just pick up 1 or 2 and take home and then figure out, what is this? What do I do with this? Some I like, some I'm like, don't want any more of this. But it's like some bizarre stuff in there, but I found some good things. And so get outside of that normal comfort zone and try some new stuff. Who are my farmers market shoppers in here? Yeah, that's good. That's good. What's some of the markets y'all shop at? State Farmers Market. Durham, yeah, Durham's cool. I have a friend, Martha Mobley, at Meadow Lane Farm. She's over there every weekend with her meat, and she does dinner in the meadow. I'll mention in a minute. But anyway, yeah, find your little farmers markets and shop there and go to their farm. A lot of them have little farm stands. And, you know, for those that have children, it's a fun Saturday outing. I used to get up every Saturday till I about hit them all. And I would go to Greenville or Durham or wherever and hit 2 or 3 farmers markets and see what. I didn't buy a lot of stuff at all of them, but just see who's out there. They're the most interesting people. And you see just all kinds of stuff and know what's growing right around us. So it's a fun family outing. Look, the farms have farm events all the time. Saturday was the big blueberry festival over at the Vinyl Farm right now for me. So just make it a family affair on Saturdays, half a day, and go do something fun like that with the family. Teach your children now that their food does not grow behind those black doors in the food line. And where it comes from in the dirt, the children soak up that kind of information, and it leaves lasting lifetime impressions to know that at an early age and appreciate what our farmers are doing for them and for us. And so take your children out to the farms and the farmers markets and let them pick out things and ask questions. I have in the past done little cooking market tours for children, and it's so fun because they're so inquisitive and they ask them the coolest questions. I have a little clipboard and I have some questions for them to ask, but they come up with their own, and it's just fascinating what they will ask the farmers, and the farmers are looking at me and you're like deer in headlights. But you know, children, they're just ready to soak it all up at that age. And one other little thing that I do, I was out at the farmers market in Raleigh yesterday. It's a little thing for us, but over time, I just always tell them to keep the change. You know, if it's something $2.05, keep the change. If I give them $3 or a couple of dollars, because those little pennies add up for our farmers. They're working on minimal money because they're doing what they love. They sure ain't doing it to get rich. And you know, we're not going to miss that 95 cents from that dollar. But, you know, they might be throwing it in their children's college fund jar, and or I need a new tractor part or something new for their high tunnel, or you just never know. Just those little things that we can do really add up. So, and also too, remember a lot of them are open year round now, and at Clayton has started opening. They kind of close into September, where my blueberry farm is, but they open through the winter months every other weekend. And they also have holiday markets, most markets do. And it's a great place to buy unique holiday gifts for people. You're not going, it's, not a cookie cutter from the mall. Something unique and special that you went and got that person that was handmade by somebody down the road. So one other thing I just kind of wanted to close with was there's an app that's fairly new by the Department of Agriculture, and it's called the Visit NC Farms app. So you can download that, and they're done by county. It's a growing project, so not all counties are there yet, but more and more are coming online now. So you can look on the app and see where there's a farmer's market near you, or farm stand or roadside stand. So look for that. You can go on the Department of Agriculture site and look for roadside stands where farms have their own market there at the farm. Not all do. And look for the Got to Be NC logo. And then one other thing, Tara was so kind, we invited her out to dinner in the Meadow in Franklin County. It's September 9th this year, whatever that Sunday is. But it's a small farm grant dinner, and it's in its 6th year. Any of you that might know Martha Mobley over in Franklin County, she's worked with Extension for decades, and it's at her farm, and it's a $5,000 small farm grant. It's a 11 county region of the farms that can apply. And last year, the applicants were so amazing, they rounded up an extra $5,000 and give a second and third place $2,500 each. The tickets are $100. It's dinnerinthemeadow.org. I do their website, so I'm getting ready to ramp all the new stuff up this week with this year's chefs. Farms donate food. The chefs are out there. We have some really top name chefs that participate. And the magazine actually put a little blurb in there. I believe it was April of last year. Tara came the dinner before and did a little blurb for us last year. We really appreciate that. But that's something if you want to contribute to the local farming community and come to an awesome dinner with the best food.